Hi, welcome. My name is Chrissy, and in this video I want to talk about the journey of going from the third dimension and moving into the fourth and fifth dimensions. Now, if you're a person who's watching this video, I'm guessing that you've gone through some sort of dark night of the soul, or you're in the middle of an ascension process, which can be quite painful. Now, a lot of people are going through these changes at the moment, and things are triggering in a lot of people these painful breakdowns, and it is the actual breaking down of our ego. So we're all moving into a very different kind of consciousness. We're moving into these higher realms, which is kind of getting back into our sort of higher energies and not just staying stuck living in this 3D dimension that a lot of us have sort of just been moving along with and sort of going with the flow of that. We're actually being forced to get out of our comfort zone and start to raise our vibrations up. Now, this is all about frequency. When we're talking about getting into the fourth and fifth dimensions, this is about trying to get our frequencies up. Now, a lot of people are going through journeys where they're actually being forced to kind of live more from their heart space rather than just from their minds and their head spaces, and this can cause a lot of resistance in our bodies when people are fighting those kind of changes. A lot of people will choose to stay stuck in that third dimension, but there's a lot of us who are already on our journey, and we've been finding that there's a lot of changes and a lot more sort of telepathy. We're experiencing sensitivities, our senses are really opening up. We're starting to see things very differently, and it's almost like people are really taking off the rose-colored glasses now, and we're really starting to see things for what they are. So that is what moving into these higher dimensions is. When you're ascending, it can be very painful. Everybody gets different side effects. If you watch Eckhart Tolle, for example, he learned a lot through his awakening process just by learning to live in the now. And I think that's probably the biggest thing, that if you are going through the ascension process and you are finding that there's a lot of changes going on in your body and in your life, that you have to really start to practice living in the now. And that is the most valuable tip that I can give you today when you're going through any of these terrible processes that some of us are being faced with. And that's in order to help the collective, of course. Certain people are having to remove that ego consciousness, and we're having to live from a more feeling and heartfelt place. But you have to learn to live in the now. A lot of people do meditation in order to do that, but I really believe that you can learn to live in the now through your creativities, through your passions, and through the things that really bring you to life and ignite your soul. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, I've got a lot of videos that can help you through this ascension process, because it can be extremely painful, and sometimes it's very hard to find light in that darkness when you're going through such a very uncomfortable journey that can cause depression. It can cause suicidal thoughts. You can just have some really bizarre things happening in your body that are very unusual, that you're sort of not really understanding what's kind of happening and going on inside of you. So look, when you are ascending, it's really important that you learn to stay focused in that now. They're the things that slow your mind down and clear all of this clutter and things that can be overwhelming you as well. It's really about getting back to taking care of yourself, looking after your health really well, starting to sort of clear the calendar a little bit so you're not too busy and you're starting to slow your life down. And that's how you get through the ascension process. You learn to live in the now. And like I said, go and check out Eckhart Tolle. He's absolutely brilliant, and he's a master at teaching you to live in the now, and that will really help you to find some relief from the pain and the angst and the sort of it's that resistance that can cause our body to really contract when we're going through the ascension process. But like I said, it's different for everybody, has different signs and symptoms. But I think if you're watching this video, there's a pretty high chance that you're going through the ascension and you're moving with that collective, and you've got to kind of make that decision. Are you going to fight and stay in the 3D, or are you going to go with it and start to open up and start living from these sort of higher dimensions that we're sort of being directed down that path now of really opening up. So look, thanks for watching today. Subscribe to my channel. I've got many videos that can help you. Hit that like button, and I will see you in that next video. Bye.